this is Ali. Welcome to my channel. If you have subscribed, thank you. And if you haven't, please do so. Hit the bell icon and you'll be notified when I put out my next video. And in the comments below is a link to my channel to check out my other vids. And also my email address so that you can email me a question if you have one. Feel free to also put a comment in the comments as well. So when we are manifesting, we often put the end result on such a high pedestal and such a high place of importance that we actually make it unobtainable. We make it that it would be, you know, our lives would be so amazing once we have this, that we keep it out of reach. Okay, when we manifest anything, we tell the universe what we want, and from that point onwards, the universe is opening up pathways to give us what we want. But when we make that thing so important, we cloud those pathways. We basically can't see which pathway to take because we're not aligned to anything, and we're not able to listen out to what we need to be listening out to guide us, because everything's vibration. So we're guided on feelings, we're guided on emotions, and we're closed off. When we are wanting something so desperately, we close off those guidance emotions and those feelings from our inner being because we're just focused on this one thing, and we think that the whole of our life is going to become perfect once we get this one thing. And we know that once, it's like getting a new car. Once you get a new car, you like it for a few weeks and it's great, but then after that it's just a car. And that's the same with anything. You know, you think you're going to want it, it's going to turn your world into being the best thing ever, but actually it's more about the journey rather than the actual manifestation at the end of it. It's the journey that gives us the emotion. It's the journey that gives us the feeling of knowing what we want, and oh, it's so exciting because we can see things starting to unfold, and you know, we know we're on our way to it. And that's all about appreciating the journey, and we have to really enjoy the journey. We have to be living in the here and now. If we start living in the past or we're living in the future, we are not coming from the happy place that we need to be coming from now. If we're living in the past, we're living in regret, and we're living in, you know, dealing with things that have happened in the past that actually we just need to let them go. And if we're coming from the future, we're dealing with the anxiousness of you know, wanting something in the future that feels too far away. So we actually need to be manifesting from the now. So we need to be manifesting from here and now, and we need to be enjoying that process. And that is, you know, this journey unfolds for us as we tell the universe what we want. The universe puts it all into place for us, and then we just enjoy this journey. Now, everything that we have in our lives at the moment are things that we have manifested in the past, because everything, absolutely everything, good and bad, that is happening to us, that we have, the relationships we have, the what's happens each day, the jobs we have, the houses where we live, these are all things that we've manifested at an earlier point. Now, we can either appreciate what we've got because we've manifested it and know that we've manifested it and love the fact that we've manifested it and really enjoy this journey, or we can sit here moaning because we don't have the other manifestation that we want, because we think that other manifestation is going to make us feel amazing. We're going to feel so much better once we have it. But that's not true. If we cannot feel good in what we have now and where we are now, we are not going to feel any better once that other manifestation comes. It's going to be exactly the same. So we need to look more inwards and start feeling better now about ourselves, and start really appreciating what we have, and, you know, really enjoying this journey, because whatever we manifest on the outside comes from inside. So if we are sat here in negative mindset, negative feelings, and, you know, worrying about everything, and living in a place where, you know, living from a place of want, where we're never happy with what we've got. We always, you know, as soon as we get something, oh, we're not happy with that anymore, we want something else. We are never going to be happy. We'll never be satisfied. The universe will give us more of that. It will give us more things to want that we cannot have. So we need to start being really happy with who we are and where we are. And as soon as we can start actually really appreciating, you know, what we have and our lives and who we are, it makes a big change. Because once you you know, once we start consciously manifesting, we can't go back. Once you open this can of worms, you cannot go back from this. Once you know that you are a creator, you cannot change that. That will stay with you. You cannot go back to just manifesting, you know, through not even realizing that you're doing it. Once you know you're doing it, you then have to take charge of what you're manifesting, and really, really, you know, start enjoying and appreciating the things that you've already brought to your life. And like I say, this makes such a difference when it comes to manifesting, because once you align to everything you've got, and once the universe knows that you appreciate what you have already manifested, that's when your manifestations that have not yet come start flooding in. And once you get to that place, you don't just find one manifestation floods in, they all flood in. Now this can be tiny little manifestations like seeing a blue butterfly in the garden, but this can also be those big manifestations. And that's why we say to you know, to manifest small things, but also manifest large things. And something that Abraham Hicks says a lot is that, can you manifest buttons? Yes, easily to manifest buttons. So you can manifest castles. Because if you can manifest buttons, you can manifest castles. The size does not matter. It's totally irrelevant. Once you can manifest anything. And you just need to be enjoying this journey. Just really, really love every day for what it is. Find the good in everything. Find the good, you know, even if you are having a bad day, see the good. If you are having, you know, if you're reacting with someone that is maybe not great and maybe, you know, makes you feel not so good, focus on the good things about them, because everyone has good things about them. So instead of focusing on the negative things that happen and the negative things in other people, focus on the good things. Focus on the good things that have happened to you. Even if there's a bad thing that's happened that day, don't focus on that. Focus on the you know, the other 20 good things that did happen that were really, really nice. And it doesn't have to be major big items. It can be, you know, the fact that you just wake up in the morning and, you know, you've slept the night, or, you know, that the sun's out, or that, you know, it's great. You've got, you know, there's this virus is going on, which is, you know, can be scaring a lot of people. So appreciate the fact that actually you're living well. And although, yes, okay, we have to be careful and we have to be mindful because of this virus, but appreciate the fact that you haven't got it. Appreciate the fact that you're healthy. Appreciate the fact that you're fit. Appreciate the fact that, you know, there are being things put in place to prevent people from getting it. So appreciate that people are out there taking care of everyone to make sure that this doesn't spread. So just, you know, these things that we take for granted are actually things that we can really, really start to appreciate. You know, the sun comes up every day. That we just need to appreciate that. Appreciate the wildlife we have. Appreciate the animals that we have, and, you know, and anything that, you know, is in our lives that, you know, that we just take for granted. We just need to really, really rethink and just start to actually say, do you know what? How amazing is the world? How amazing is life? Absolutely amazing. How amazing are our bodies that they just do what they have to do. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to think when we breathe. We don't have to work that out and to know how to do that. We just do that. We're born breathing. You know, how amazing is that? So, you know, just really, really start appreciating, you know, all these little things that are in our lives. And the more you appreciate the small things, then the more you'll start to appreciate other things. And then the more things will come into your life for you to appreciate, because the universe will see you as being coming from a place of appreciation, and it will mirror that, and it will give you more things to appreciate. And like I say, this all comes from just really, really enjoying this journey. It is, you know, it is amazing. It's amazing what we can manifest, but it's amazing what we haven't manifested yet. You know, that we can manifest. There is a whole world out there for us to manifest, and we can have anything we want. So, you know, dream big, really, really dream big, and go for what you want. And you know, there's no limits. There's absolutely no limits in any of this. We can have anything we want. So just really, really enjoy where you are now. Love every minute of it. But yes, you know, go for having the best life that you can possibly have. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.